Okay, we've got the handkerchief. Oh. The same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines. And why is some blood here? There's blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Yeah, that's one thing. Oh man, rather finish that. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that what's killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she also had vomited blood. I can see a trace of blood in her lips for sure. So what could have caused her to vomit blood? She said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. Not a chance. Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much. But I wanted Sakura to get the chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they're all lost their flavor. Okay, maybe that candy was poisoned by someone. Sakura died around 12, so roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving all her ego? Okay, we've got the chair and the chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used in the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Oh, there. Freaking, I knew it. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around the entrance to the room. That's the freaking protein.
So...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to the heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass? They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside. But they aren't just scattered around. The can? They're also underneath it. Ah. So it's impossible to be underneath it. Why does that matter? Duh, Makoto, you're so freaking dumb.
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Okay, let's talk to these guys now. We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, or Hino. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force even, this never would have happened. Hina, it's impossible to not have regrets, I know. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly.
However,
but for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly. They wouldn't need it to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Okay, Byakuya?
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go to see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as a fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Okay, I think that's pretty much it here. Okay, let's get out of here.
So... Hey. Correct.
This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened of course when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used to the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening, and there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with, or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Okay, rec room door.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you go in my place. She's decided. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with the other two people. I need to hear what they have to say. Those two probably went back to their rooms. Okay, that's Hiro and Toko. I pressed the doorbell, and after a few seconds, Who's there? The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
What
Well?
do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out in the hall.
What do you want?
What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? Huh, I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Okay, is that good enough? I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Okay. Gonna go to Hero now.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Well, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How'd you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. Man, maybe Hero killed her.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura.
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. Whoa, you said you haven't seen her, and then you said she personally met with you and gave the note. Well, I'm here. Could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. And when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Oh. Quick as a wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me, before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Yeah, so, okay, so I've heard Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at their actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should, find about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come to the chem lab. So where should I start? Okay, we'll go to the chem lab now. I think that's in the 4th floor. Yeps. Oh, Byakuya's here. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. Okay, we've got one spilled here. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. Should probably take a closer look. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more importantly right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step on it. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point this room wasn't like this. Then this powder room must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right. It could have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder. Oh, footprints. There are footprints, and they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. But by we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay? So I got to work, and before long, I had drawn up a sketch of the room. How's this? Not bad for you, I mean, for me?
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business to the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to the shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. And that's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be
It's certainly
Makoto.
possible.
Are they yours? No. Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these footprints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a valuable clue. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good look. Hard look at powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in the front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was. Okay. According to Byakuya, the powder had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Okay, we'll start with A. Let's see what's on the shelf. Okay, it's all chem. There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Huh? But wait, there's this Chem C9. There's one bottle here with labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? That's strange. So on this shelf is... It looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. Holy shit, we're going freaking Resident Evil here. How have we lived in such ignorance for so long? Must be truly bliss. Isn't that kinda harsh?
What?
Man, today's trial is gonna be so freaking hard. What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now, I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. On the shelf is all the chem. One look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. It looks like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this section C. I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A, B, and C. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from A. But what concerns me is section A, there was a bottle with a label section C. What was a bottle of poison from section C doing in section A? There's definitely something going on here. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look at the rec room. Okay. Rec room. Now, where is the rec room? Oh, here. The other freaking other side. Okay, girls.
Hey.
So Makoto, how's your investigation going on? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. Sorry for that, folks. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying? I think that's gonna be Hiro or Toko.
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Okay. The magazine? Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back the way on accident?
Hey.
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I pick up the inverted magazine and flip through it. Whoa. Is that a dying message? On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you'd found it. Kyoko, is this?
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
However...
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes that much more suspicious. Okay, then the bottle. I think Kyoko said she'd found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Okay, we've got a king, a bishop, a rook, and a pawn. Where's the queen? Yeah, where's the queen? Unless that's a queen there. Because the knight is already on the... is a clue. Something new, something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay carefully attention and you're sure to find it. A correlation. Hey Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is?
So...
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in that outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer. I do trust you to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree? Okay.
Hey.
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottle that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. Would you mind helping me? An experiment?
Anyway...
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with a crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. That obnoxious Byakuya's not here, so
then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. I think it's the reaction. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I'd better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished, sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles are still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the two of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced, okay.
In other words...
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then...
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you pick up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
So then...
Okay, let's give it a try. Whoa! It's more heavy. The broken pieces are heavier. How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
In other words...
The results of our experiments and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together.
Hey.
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. Maybe it got heavier. Some properties were changed. So that's the murder weapon. Okay, what else was she talking about right now?
In other words...
Believe you will arrive.
Hey.
So what do you think? It's all on you. And the bottles all have something in common. There's apparently an important secret hidden here.
Why? It's
I
true.
think it's all, this is all done.
Indeed.
Okay, what else? I think, the protein shake.